represent four things. Dumpster diving 101, I'm referring to waste assessments, which I'll explain. Recycling in Portland. Composting, once upon a time I took off brown clothes representing carbon and green clothes representing nitrogen to get a group of people fired up about composting. I will not be doing that tonight. And finally, I'll touch on waste in the world. For the past 2.5 years, I have had the privilege of working at CES, or Community Environmental Services, a research unit based out of Portland State University. One of CES's fortes is waste assessments. We'll take a representative sample of the business's trash, such as the 7 tons of waste in the slide on the left, and then sort it into more material categories in our Tyvek suits and gloves. Then we weigh the materials, such as newspaper, on our highly accurate scale. We take pictures. People really like to see pictures of their trash. People also like numbers, so we throw the weights into a spreadsheet and pop out a pie chart. Voila. It should be coming up right now. For this business, we would then say, check it out. 45% of the waste you are currently sending to the landfill is paper, aluminum cans, plastic bottles, and glass. Get those materials recycled and you'll not only save resources, possibly get a rebate, but will also avoid disposal costs. I have mostly worked out at PDX Airport. Recycling receptacles are available next to every trash can. The airport sends magazines from Lufthansa flights to local high schools with German language programs. The restaurants at PDX divert half a ton of food scraps to a composting facility every day. An airport that composts, that is so freaking cool. Yes, where to begin besides beer? Let's start with the basics, co-mingling. Sorry about that slide. Yeah, it's okay. In Portland, we put paper, metal, and plastic bottles all together in the same bin, and we keep glass on the side. These materials get delivered to a materials recovery facility called a MRF, where they get sorted through a series of brushes, rollers, and fluffers, air jets, and magnets. Essentially, a MRF is a series of spinning wheels. Plastic bags get caught up in those wheels, and every 2 to 4 hours, the MRF has to stop the machinery so employees crawl out onto the wheels and can cut the bags out with utility knives. This increases labor costs and, more importantly, increases injury rates. Overall, plastic bags are a huge drain on the system. So those are your 2 take-home messages for tonight. Composting. Oh, baby. I share a couple of worm bins with my neighbors in the little space we have in our back alley. We use big Tupperware containers with holes drilled in the bottom to drain the juices. I forgot to do that in the beginning, and it was disgusting. Drill the holes. I think composting is cool for a variety of reasons. Mostly, I like the idea of taking something that's garbage and turning it into gold. Also, when you send food waste to a landfill, it generates methane, which is 21 times more potent as a greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. So when you compost food waste, there's no methane, and the list of additional benefits is almost endless. I have used all the rules of presentation slides with the next graph, but just bear with it. In the state of Oregon, the yellow is recycling. It's going up. Woohoo! We're recycling more, but oh, check it out. The total waste generated, which is the blue triangle, is increasing. Our consumption is on the rise, and that is troubling for many reasons. Yeah, I won't go into those tonight. Trash tells a story. Chris Jordan, a photographic artist, put together a show called Intolerable Beauty Portraits of American Mass Consumption. I think his art is really interesting because it helps me conceptualize of really large numbers. For example, 2 million plastic beverage containers are thrown away in the US every 5 minutes. 426,000 cell phones are retired every day. While the Portland region is a recycling leader in the US, I think the rest of the world, like the bits of Holland and Germany pictured in these photos, has some lessons to teach us. So, I recently received a fellowship to travel around the world and look at the waste management strategies of different communities. I'll go to Europe for 3 months and Central America for 5 months. And basically take pictures of trash and talk to people. I'm still in the process of setting up my blog, but I do have an email address and love the dumb puns. So I'm at your disposal. Thank you very much for your time.